Galang, Camille Cruz, that they can rally behind here.
I was super adjusting to everything, both my classes and training, the schedule. Everything was hard, actually. I kind of just remember it, right now it's just kind of all a blur. But mostly really just the hard trainings and the trying to adjust to college setup and all that. I was supposed to play for LaSalle. My parents, my family actually, were all LaSallians. Well, so I grew up in that community cheering for LaSalle. And my family was always a fan of sports. So me and my dad would frequent the LaSalle Ateneo games in Araneta. Before, it was really just basketball, diba? Coming into college, it wasn't really my number one priority to play volleyball. When I started in high school, it was really more for getting something on my college applications. But the sport grew, and I've always loved playing it. And timing lang rin talaga. When I was about to enter college, volleyball got really big, and it was really on the way to that. Before that, the year before me was Season 76, the Cinderella run. So that was huge. And yun nga, volleyball was getting really big. And then from there, I tried out here at Ateneo, and then pretty much chose Ateneo. So from there, the rest was history. Actually, getting by was really my main goal. It was very hard. We would train twice a day, so our training would start at 5:45 in the morning in the blue oval. And I hate that oval up to this day. We would usually start with the morning runs. So from 5:45 all the way to 8 or 9 would be morning training. And then I have to go to class till around, if I'm lucky and I get to fix my schedule, until around 2. If not until 4, then diretso ka training. Training would be from 5 to 8. So that was a lot considering in high school we weren't very competitive. So I used to just train twice a week. So from twice a week to twice a day plus school. So yun, I would constantly fall asleep in my classes. I'm so sorry to my profs. But I would constantly fall asleep mid-class. But I got by, so with the help of my teammates and everyone else around me, umokay naman. My profs were also very supportive. But then yeah, that was really the part of the struggle of me being a rookie and everything. But it was fun looking back at it. It's the stories that you remember. Well, of course, it wasn't just a decision that was made right there and then. Parang how training goes naman, diba? You'll see naman that they're grooming you for it. When the day came, it was still... I was really, really nervous. They would joke me na para daw akong nag-shot ng suka. So I was super... Grabe yung putla ko. I thought I was okay, but apparently not. But yun nga, I was really nervous. We were against NU, if I'm not mistaken. My very, very first game in the UAAP was against NU. After that first game, I was okay. But of course, I think as any rookie, it was in MOA pa, I think. So big venue, big game, part of a team that just won a championship. So it was nakakakaba siya. Pero I had fun. I had a lot of fun. Atilay was just guiding me throughout the whole way. So, yun, memorable experience. The pressure wasn't really in my head so much because part of, I think, the perks of being a rookie is that there's so much room for mistake. And I'm with a bunch of veterans and seniors that I know naman na may sasalo sa akin if magkamali man ako or something. This is 77?
Also, Bea De Leon, will she play today, Mosey? Yan ang ating abangan.
And if she doesn't, sino who will fill up that space? Of course,
Ash
we saw
Wednesday. I
Ariel
remember this game, my
Magnomon.
injury
In
game.
one game, we also saw Maddie Madaya.
Madayag, yes.
And another contributor also that will be important for Coach Tai will be Maraginot, Michelle Morente. Yung mga supporting cast that should really be present.
I look like a
today.
baby. I was out for 2 weeks, I think. As you guys know, I was injured. I dislocated my finger. It's an open dislocation. 2 weeks before that, Coach Tai was super pressuring me into improving my block, my form. And then he told me that if I can't block one more ball, I can't rest yet. I can't finish training yet. So we did, and it was Maddie spiking, her running attack. And then I guess I just got really tired at some point because I couldn't do it. And then it hit me. I don't even know if I blocked it anymore. But I guess basta tumama siya. And then I started to scream. And then at some point I was like, parang OA ko naman. And then when I looked at my finger, it was like that basically. If it's aligned like this, it was like that. It was hanging like that. So, and then it was bleeding and everything. And then they rushed me to the hospital. It was an open dislocation. And then at first, we thought that I was out for the season because all that happened. But 2 weeks after that, actually a week after that, I was reassessed and then said, "Can you play?" I was like, "I guess." And so a few days before that game, I was training na because I can't just suit up on the same day, right? And the first thing that Coach Tai made me do was block. My goodness gracious. So I was there in training, and the first time I blocked, I tried to, or binabawi ko pa yung kamay ko until eventually I got a bit more comfortable with it. And then yun, I played that day, and things went well, thankfully. And yun, leading up to that was just a lot of pain, I think, and a lot of nerves because syempre kinakabahan din talaga ako with what I had to do and everything.
Finals and the finals will ever still be so important in every game because definitely it's those games and that could really spell out a game and or a set.
Valdez. Somehow, they were able to set the ball back to the Lasal side. Kala bumped up by Lazaro. Morado up front to Valdez. Kala receiving that one. Morente on the other side. There is. Couldn't get the power dip to go. But Ateneo was there to receive that hit by Valdez. What a rally.
You know, Martin,
The sweep wasn't our priority at all naman. But then the pressure of the sweep wasn't really there. The most important part for us was to get 1 and 2. Because the structure of the UAAP, if you end in the elimination 1 and 2, diba, you get twice to beat. So yun lang talaga yung hinahabol namin at that time. Figuratively and literally, Coach Tai meant it both ways. He would use it the most when we would run. So literally, dapat, your heart is strong enough to take the physical activity. And 2 is talagang lalabanan mo lahat. That's why the first thing we did almost every day was run. Because his philosophy was, within that heart strong mantra of his was, you have to beat yourself. So when you're running, walang tutulong sa'yo kung hindi sarili mo. The finish line is just there. It's up to you na. So the first thing you'll have to do every day is to beat yourself. So that's his philosophy. Obviously very special. Not everybody gets to go into college and then win their rookie year. It was a sweep. It was really, really fun. I don't remember I think Gia was championship point.
Yes.
She dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And I was outside, and then we just all ran in the middle. And as celebrations go, and it was so fun. I think everything was just a pure joy. I think everything was just a thrill to be part of, and it's just all happy memories, all the hugs, all the celebration, all the throwing of confetti. Everything that Coach Tai has taught, all of his whole mantra of happy, those are three things: happy, unity, heart strong. All of those things are still what we try to abide by up to this day. As you guys know, I'm teammates now with Atelay, both Atelay and Ateneo. And these are still the things we try to embody. We don't say it as much anymore in those three things, but it's still what we live by. You do it every day. If you don't find the enjoyment of doing it and playing the games, in the competitiveness of it all, syempre, diba, you're gonna get lost along the way, and what for are you playing? Unity is very straightforward. Atlay will always instill teamwork, camaraderie, helping each other, lalo na pag kami nag-struggle, lalo na pag may problema. It's always one track. We all have the same goal, and heart strong up to this day in anything that we do beyond volleyball. Yung pag mahirap, get back up. Pag mahirap, labanan mo. Those three things I've always lived by those things. Sometimes it gets hard, but looking back at those things, they're more than just things that you do on court. They've also guided me through a lot of things in life beyond volleyball. Of course, I'm super happy. I did not think playing volleyball in high school, I definitely didn't think I'd play in college. Playing college, we all thought that after college, that was it. Because the PVL wasn't there yet. Comparing it to today's scene, where the league is very stable, the league is just there, and it will continue to be there. I'm just very, very happy that there was a start to women's sports also. It was just nice to have something na women's sports would have here, especially here in the Philippines, where pretty much up to this day, it's a very patriarchal society, right? So yun, me growing up, people would always ask me who was my idol growing up. I couldn't name anybody looking back at it now, because women's sports wasn't that big yet. So yun, I'm just so happy na naging ganito siya kalaki. There are more people now who get to do what they love to do for a living, and that's such a joy to see when you see people getting to live their dreams. As a competitor, as an athlete, any athlete, you would probably always have that something in your head where either it's a buzzer beater or a championship point or anything of that moment, and to just have the opportunity to live that dream for more people, both for men now and women, it's such a joy for me, especially as an athlete. As a kid, ang nakikita ko sa kanto, nagbabasketball. Nagugulat ako ngayon kasi may paligan na ng volleyball sa barangay, meron ng nagva-volleyball sa kalsada. So, I'm just so happy na ganoon siya kalaki. And, as a believer of sports, especially for the youth, it really sets stuff right for you. It builds character, it builds principles, it puts you on the right track. So I'm just so happy to see it evolve this much and give more opportunities to more people.